This is a video on how to make humidity hide boxes. So these are an example of ones that I've already made. I just used a Tupperware. You want to cut out a hole that's a little bigger than the snake so they can easily get in and out. You want to make sure the edges are not sharp when you rub your finger on it. If they are, you can take some sandpaper and make that smooth. And then you're going to take sphagnum moss, which you can get online, you can get at pet stores, you can even get it at Home Depot. And then you're going to put the moss at the bottom. You're going to use warm water. Put enough water just over the moss like that, where it's like floating. You push down on it. You let it sit for a couple minutes to soak up the water. And then what you want to do is you're going to grab the moss and you squeeze it. Okay? And then that's what you're going to use. So all this you can throw out and you put this back in. So for example, here's my new one I just made. It's a little bit bigger. So you take that moss. Once you squeeze it out, you use a different container for that. Then you're just going to put it right at the bottom. You're going to fill the bottom. And then what I do is I get a rock. You can get it from outside, but I wash it pretty good under hot water. And you want to get one that's not smooth, but has rough edges to it. And you can put that in the middle. You can put it on the side. I like to put it in the middle. And basically what that does is when the snake is shedding, they can rub their face against the rock and it starts to get the shed off for them. And they can keep rubbing against it to get all their shed off. And obviously you want them to shed a complete shed from the tip of their nose to the tip of their tail. If it's in pieces, then that means that you're doing something wrong. You're not keeping the humidity up. And what I do with these is I keep this damp. You don't want to have it soaking wet, but you do want to mist it once in a while, keep it damp. And I set it inside the cage on top of where the heat pad is, so that heat is on this, and it's, with the moisture that causes the humidity. So you always want to put your humidity hide on your hot end, whether you have a heat pad, a heat lamp, you just want that on the hot end. And you obviously want to clean it out every so often, pull old sheds out, stuff like that. The bigger the snake you have, the bigger the humidity hide you're going to want to use. So you can just use any kind of Tupperware. You can even buy the plastic Sterilite bins like these. These work great as well. Right here. This one is, it depends on how big your snake is and how big your cage is, obviously, but something like this. And you're just going to want a hole in there just for them to go in and out of. And yeah, same concept, but if you have a bigger cage and bigger snake, then you want to use a bigger hide. Alright, so that is my video, and any questions, just feel free to ask.